Come on, Bella. Where you going, girl? Bella's out checking stuff out. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We made it to my sister's place down in Florida, visiting with her, my brother-in-law, and my mom lives down here now. But I'll tell you what, some things have grown since I've been here last. I haven't been here in 2 or 3 years. Things are so thick you can barely see the house, and she's such a green thumb, and the backyard just kind of, it's so, I'd say it was overgrown, but it's a controlled overgrown. This fence I helped build a couple years ago. It goes the whole way down, way down there to the end at the gate. That was I don't know if it's 2 or 3 years ago, but it's what's called a living fence. The intent is it just provides a structure for things to grow on. And I don't know what those are. What are these, like a trumpet vines or something down here? I don't know what these are called. Hang on, no, these are not trumpet vines, but they get these things on it. Anyway, she put a fountain in down there. You see, she just started on this part recently, so that's all thin, but that's the way the back was. And over the last couple of years, it just have grown, just exploded where it's all thick now. So I can tell this is just more recent work. Yeah, she focused on that part of the property down there at first. I only lived here a handful of years, and boy, has it changed. Yep, we're squeezed in here. I used to park over here where the boat was when I had the when it was around back there, and that's just a big trailer. There's room for parking over here. This is big enough to circle around. You know, they have that big fifth wheel, so they come in. It is big enough to swing around and back it in. But there's still plenty of room over there. Part is shaded. We could squeeze more if we wanted to. If we had the need. Come on, Bella. Come on, girl. And the other doggies are here. I think we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving early and have a feast after a while. Yeah, this was all, there was nothing at all in here or up in here. Hang on. Yeah, my house stuff has grown. I say that's a new fence, you know, a couple years old. Yep, none of this was here. None of this was here. This is all store. I don't know, that might have been here, but she's done a lot of her handiwork around. And let's see, more stuff, potted stuff over here. I know those she all planted. Yeah, these were here, of course, but a lot of the stuff in here. Hang on, wait till you see we go around all this stuff and all this crazy stuff. They built a dock this past year along the canal here, and little fishing boats down there on it, and they also have a canoe, and that's pretty nice. Yeah, she's planted all these things. And wait, just wait, and all of these things. This has gotten so thick, it's just crazy. This was a bare backyard. Okay. And what's making that noise? Oh, there's a pump in that fountain, and the fountain needs water. So yeah, and this driftwood, they found this piece of driftwood and brought it up and stuck these plants on it that just grow like that. Isn't that bizarre? And these ones, isn't that crazy how they grow on there? So, and the river's back here. The canal comes out. There's a river back here, and there's not unusual to see plenty of turtles, maybe an alligator or two, or over on the neighbor's dock. Could be over sunbathing. And yeah, and all this she planted, all of it, and all of this. And the tree has those ferns on it that when it's dry out, they just look dead. And when it rains, it just takes, I don't know, a handful of hours or whatever, they just turn all green and lush all of a sudden. Yeah, pretty crazy. Another piece of big driftwood. And look, isn't that crazy? She likes planting stuff. And growing stuff, obviously. So, we might, we're gonna have a feast later on today. Oh, about the fifth wheel. This one has the living room up front. It has a slide on each side, couch, a fireplace, big TV, and another slide out and a couch on the other side. Big living room, or big kitchen, and dining area down here. Second door back here, a big bedroom. It has a big slide out. So maybe it's just 3 slide outs, but this is a pretty big one. And yeah, it's a month. Oh yeah, in this one. And oh yeah, and now it is 5. So the dinette area has one up front where the living room is, where the dinette is, one on each side in the bedroom. So the bedroom ends up being pretty big. So I think I've had this for 8 years now. I bought it brand new. It's a nice one in there. And of course you gotta have something substantial to pull it with. My brother-in-law's new truck. It's less than a year old. 3500 dually Ram. Gets the job done. Big diesel in it. And my sister has her little grocery getter. Well, more than groceries, it's a lot of times it's plants. Okay, or gardening supply. I should call it a gardening supply getter, not a grocery getter. Yeah, and of course there's the old Coachman. Let's jump ahead a couple of days. I'm glad I decided to stay a little bit longer. I'm glad I did. We had such a nice visit. That was the first. We had Thanksgiving early, and it was the first time I sat down with family, had Thanksgiving, and probably since I started RVing in 2017. It was just so nice to have a nice sit-down meal with family. It was great. I'm glad I decided to stick around another little bit longer than I was going to. Hey, let's back up to Thursday when we had our early Thanksgiving meal. I fixed quite a plate with all the traditional goodies, the turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Can't forget the gravy. Some stuffing, of course, and we got some green bean casserole and candied yams. Can't forget the cranberries and deviled eggs and cinnamon butter rolls. First time I had those were great. I ate so much. I ate so much. And you know what? My sister fixed me up with a bunch of leftovers. Oh, and there was pumpkin pie for dessert. But time has come. We are hooked back up. I did have the car unhooked, not just to back in and get parked, but Mom took me to dinner last night. We got here, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday, and then we stay all week. And today is Saturday. So we stayed, I don't know, for almost into day 5. So we're gonna get going. Bella, getting business taken care of over there before we hit the road. It's time to go to Arizona. It's gonna take us a while. We need to get started, girl. Well, I'll give her a minute, and yeah, time to get started. The Coachman's only got a quarter tank of gas in it. We're just gonna go up and top off and get rolling. I did have a package delivered while I was here. I forgot something in the van, and so now I own 2 of them. We'll get to that later. Come on, you ready to go? No. Come on, you ready to go? Come on, let's go. Come on. She's hesitant. She says, I like visiting here. I think I'm getting the hang of this and getting back in the swing of traveling. I've been remembering to latch the refrigerator and freezer pretty much every time now. I hope I don't. Hope it's a long time before I forget to do that again. That and the wardrobe, it'll come swinging open. So it's locked. I think we're good to go. You ready to go to Arizona? or at least start by getting up into the panhandle of Florida. Well, we didn't make it very far. We made it actually about 40 minutes up the road. Gas was a little expensive back down in Inglis, so I used the Gas Buddy map app, and oops, that's not it. Oh, I thought we had it. I thought we had it up. Oh, this is it. So actually, it's a little cheaper on up the road, just a little bit. So that's it. It's only 305 down in Inglis, and I come up here and it says the first place was 319, then it was 309. So at first it was more expensive. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, it turns out just up a little bit further it's cheaper. So maybe I'll take the extra time and use the Gas Buddy app a little bit more on this trip, try to save a little bit in gasoline. What do you suppose that little place was? Interesting little building. We just got turned around kind of goofy here at this intersection. You gotta cheat a little bit. It's a convenient gravel lot here. Although we have our GPS set for someplace up around Interstate 10, that's about 90 some miles away. So we're gonna gas up, get on our way. Bella, you all getting settled in for the trip? That girl? Having a look around town? She gets up when we're in town. She always gets up like that so she can have a good look around. Once we get up back on the open highway, she settles down. Alright, giving the coachman a nice drink of gas. And coming up the road, we passed another place just down the corner. It was $3.19 a gallon. And here at Murphy, it's $2.99 a gallon. So we'll save 20 cents a gallon times, well, we'll see, huh? Yep, use the calculator real quick. Whatever it was, 20 cents times, we got almost 28 gallons. That's like $5.60, which is almost enough to buy 2 gallons of gas, which gets us down the road an extra 15 miles because we stopped at this gas station, not that gas station. All right, where'd my dog go? So we're going to be on the road for a while today. I don't know if I'm going to post again before Thanksgiving. I might take put the camera away for a day or two and just try to get a chunk of miles in. You know, at least get across the Panhandle and beyond. Just start putting a dent in this trip, and then maybe I'll pick the camera back up down the road a ways. I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving, and I think that's all we have for this video. So thanks for hanging out with us a little bit today, and I'll see you next time.